everybody freezes but me, and I usually just have to reset. So I reset my computer. That's why the stream stopped. So I was like, okay,
Okay.
cool. So then I was like, all right, let me reset. Let me get, like, sometimes my Discord just, like, the file just fucks up. And then nope, it was just a server issue, because then David also had the same issue. BK and Junior were able to stay in their respective in the Discord server, and David is right now on his mobile phone live because it wouldn't want to work on his PC. Mine finally loaded on my PC, so we will jump back in to where we go. I was going to sit there and be like, I can patch this together and try to make this work, and that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do that. So I was like, I'd rather just explain where everything went a little cuckoo. So what we will do? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
All right. I'm on PC now.
Oh, you're back.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
cool. All right, cool. Now everybody's back on PC. All right, here we go. Alrighty then. So what we were talking about before everything cut out was the GameStop having the shiny Toxtricity and, like, people complaining about having to go in the store. You don't actually have to go in the store. You can actually do it curbside. And BK was talking about picking up Immortal Phoenix Rising, and in my head, as soon as he said that, I wanted to be like, yo, dude, you gotta let me know what you think about that fucking game, because I've played it and I really like it. But then we cut out. So yeah, there you go. Let me know what you think of that game when you play it, because that would be super fucking cool. All right, let's see, where else are we at on here? Okay, so Xbox boosted some of the frames per second for their games, including Far Cry 4, Watch Dogs 2, Sniper Elite 4, UFC 4, a lot of 4s, and Super Lucky's Tale. All games are boosted to at least 60 frames per second on the Xbox Series S and Series X. Lucky, you get 120 frames per second. BK, your thoughts on Xbox boosting the frames per second?
I think it's really, really cool. It's extracting more value for free of charge, like from your new console on, like, old games, like, and especially for, because there's so many great games out that, like, there's some things just get in your backlog, like that we've both talked about. I think everyone has that problem, and so this is a great way for it just to look better and just to feel better. So I think it's really, really cool. I'm not shocked at all with the back compat team at Microsoft. Those guys and gals just, I mean, they put in the work. They've gotten Xbox games to work on the Xbox Series X. So I think that's just really, really cool. And, like, it's extra value. It's you pay nothing. You just get this. They just say, hey, here you go, enjoy. And it's really cool because I was listening to the Jason Ronald interview, and, like, what they've kind of done is they've tricked the game essentially. So the game thinks it's actually only running at 30 frames per second, but in reality, it's actually running at 60, or in Lucky's Tale, 120. So I thought it was pretty cool.
That is pretty fucking sick. Xbox has, like you said, done a great job, that team, at working on this and trying to nail this. And I expect even better results moving forward. Microsoft also created a subsidiary Vault, which will be merged with ZeniMax Studios. It's important to note that for this, it could give ZeniMax more independence, not being directly maybe under the Xbox Game Studio umbrella or brand, like other recent acquisitions Microsoft made. It could also be a way for Microsoft just to convince the EU to allow the acquisition to go through. We'll see what happens as the months go on here. BK, do you believe that it could be something like that?
I think it's the second thing. Some people are like, oh yeah, ZeniMax they're gonna do their own thing and they're gonna release all the stuff on the Sony platforms too. I was like, nah, fam. Like, I think they're really just doing this so it can go through in the European Union and they don't hit any hiccups.
Yeah.
And then I guarantee you, Microsoft's still going to be like, hey, it's coming to our platform, nowhere else.
100%. You don't pay all that money just for the things to be shared to other platforms like that. I just don't think that's the way this is going to go down. But
yeah,
we will see. A couple things here. That was the best part, is that as it happened, I was like, man, we were like right at the end of the show. Son of a bitch.
Right.
So next week, February 27th, is Pokemon Day. So next week on the show, we're gonna have a lot of fucking Pokemon themed discussions. I'm gonna fucking work on it all week. Different things we could talk about Pokemon related, whatever it may be. I don't give a shit how generic the conversation even is. We're going full blown Pokemon and BlizzCon. We're gonna talk about BlizzCon as well. Two more things here. I wanted to play this voicemail from Elaine. So let me make sure that's all set up. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so I'm gonna play this voicemail from Elaine. She had a question involving the Nintendo Switch. Of course, if you want to be like Elaine and also be a part of the show, you can leave a voicemail or text the show 815-556-9089 with your questions, discussions, etc. Let's see what Elaine had to say.
Hey, homies. It's Elaine.
Hello.
I'm calling because I bought myself the greatest Valentine's Day gift ever, which is a Nintendo Switch. After about 9 months of going, am I going to buy it?
She's ahead of Dan.
Should I buy it? Should I buy it? Like every day. You can ask BK and Ryan about that. It's probably really annoying. Sorry, guys. But I only have one game, and so I need ideas for games. I'm really, really bad. I'm like, if there was an award for the best, the worst, not the best. I'm not the best at this at all. The worst video game player ever. It would be me, but I still play it because I enjoy it, and I'm kind of a nerd. So, tell me your ideas. I will tell you that, when I played video games all the time, I was really good at Toe Jam and Earl and NBA Jam, and obviously Mario Kart. And I was really bad at GoldenEye, and every time I play Call of Duty, I just hop on tables and audibly yell, "Say hello to my little friend," while I'm shooting. So, yeah, I don't know if that helps, but help me. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Elaine, good question. You got to switch. You're ahead of Dan. You're ahead of Junior as well in that category. So what games can we recommend you to pick up on the Switch? David, I'm going to start with you. Are there any games you think that you would recommend somebody that just bought a Switch that they should buy?
Game of the year from the podcast, Animal Crossing.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Number one game I was thinking about.
It's the number one game. And then you know what? I feel like 100% she would love the hell out of that game.
Yeah.
I don't see why she wouldn't. We all enjoy it. I think it's a great game to start off on the Switch right away. Especially since she's right at the beginning, because that like when you're at the start trying to get that money and all that, that's the best part of the game. And almost like people restart their island just to play all that part of the game again.
I totally would if I wasn't scared of losing Tia. I love her so much.
Yeah.
I can't.
So that's the only reason why people don't restart is because of the villagers they have, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what it comes down to. But yeah, Animal Crossing's number one on that list. Other than that, I would say that, and probably maybe The Legend of Zelda, because obviously I gotta go back. She probably hasn't. Obviously, just got a Switch, so you gotta, Breath of the Wild would be decent to play.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart, more if you have online. I mean, it's a good game, but I don't think that's like a great game to play by yourself. If you're just, I think the other two games beat Mario Kart in my opinion. Mario Kart's a fun game. Maybe some Paper Mario, or even maybe Luigi's Mansion.
Another good.
You may like that.
Yeah,
I think Luigi Mansion would be nice, but I think first one, if you had to buy one game, it's Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah, dude. The AM Nation Pod Game of the Year 2020. Animal Crossing New Horizons, 100%. Junior, you got some games. I know you said Animal Crossing as well.
Yeah, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion. Depending on what kind of game she would like to play, what kind of, I guess, genre she would like.
Mm-hmm.
Anything from Pokemon Sword and Shield, like a small RPG, to maybe Skyrim, which is full dive RPG. Maybe she might even, want some more practice, instead of playing COD, play Fortnite, Minecraft, Splatoon. Nintendo has a huge library of games, laid back type of games to try to get into. Depending if she wants to try to get into, actual fighter games, Super Smash Bros. She could try that out too. See how, she likes that. If not, like I said, there's other chill games to play. Just biggest thing that I could tell her, seeing as how, she's just getting into gaming, is to try a little bit of everything, see what it is that she likes, and then try to build a library off of that.
100%. That is a very. So I have no clue what genre I like. That's why I'm depending on you guys. BK, what games for the Switch would you recommend?
Well, my personal favorite of the Nintendo franchise is the one you brought up earlier, Fire Emblem Three Houses,
Go
because
shit.
it's not a very twitchy game, so you don't need to be quote unquote good, because it's a turn-based strategy, so it's more like planning, and they've made this entry easier because you don't have to play with permadeath or anything like that, because like you get characters and like you build them up and they get stronger. And I play the permadeath way, and where it's a lot of restarts and resets and everything. You can play without that, and you get to know a lot of the characters. And with Three Houses, like there's tea time and stuff like that. You have tea time with like the other characters. It's got a little anime feel to it. It's a really good game. Great stories. Like I just love all the Fire Emblem games, honestly. So I'm a little biased, just to be completely honest. And I think even like not to almost sound too kiddie, but like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu, just because she probably hasn't played any of the Pokemon games in a while. I think that's almost like a good like dip your toes kind of in the water to like see if you really want to try to get back on the Poke grind. I think that's a good one. And then another one I thought of that I got with my Switch was the Spyro Reignited trilogy. You get 3 games for one remastered for the Switch. Like in the first one came out, back on the PlayStation OG, the PlayStation 1. And they're a nice little remastered, little platforming elements to it. And Spyro, it's classic. I think those are 3 that I would personally pick up. But I have them, so I have picked them up.
There you go. Melissa says Super Mario Brothers. Yes. Yeah, any of the Mario games, honestly. Super Mario 3D World, the newest one that came out with Bowser's Fury.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fucking cool. Mike says Monster Hunter Rise, Animal Crossing, and if you want to get clapped in Smash Bros. Thanks, Mike. There you go.
I'm not trying to turn her away from games.
Right. I definitely I said, of course, Animal Crossing, fantastic game. I think that's really good if you're into customizing stuff like that. If that's your deal, I think that would be really good. Super Mario World 3D in Bowser's Fury, that's another one. Super Mario Odyssey, great game as well. I would recommend that too. BK nailed it with Pokemon.
Minecraft.
Or Minecraft, yeah. The Pokemon Let's Go.
Yeah.
Pokemon Let's Go. Those are really good because it's Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee are the Switch version of the classic Pokemon ELO from the Game Boy. And other than that, I had one in my head, and I kind of forgot about it. I think that's it. Oh, Crash Bandicoot 4 is coming to the Switch in March, so you could also look out for that as well. Melissa, Luigi's Mansion, yes, a very good one there. Luigi's Mansion 3 kicks ass, so that's another good one too. I also really like the Paper Mario. That's a good call, David. The Origami King. That's pretty fucking good. So it's another good one. So I would say anything like that, man. You stick to classic Nintendo franchises, you're gonna be just fine. They're fantastic. And if you are in the turn-based strategy like that and you want to play Fire Emblem Three Houses, fuck yeah. I'm down. That game kicks. I'm excited.
Yeah.
There it is.
Part of the strategy.
Elaine, I hope that helped a little bit to figure out what games you should jump into on your brand new Nintendo Switch. Just like I said, if you want to be like Elaine and be a part of the show, you can text or leave a voicemail at 815-556-9089. And to wrap this shing-ding up, let's talk about the Mortal Kombat trailer that dropped today. I will tell you what, it was pretty fucking cool. We're gonna go around the room here. Well, it's not the room, but around the Discord chat here, and answer what everybody thinks about Mortal Kombat. Junior, I'll let you start.
Looking at the trailer, it looked really interesting. I'm gonna say, like I told you in the beginning, before everybody joins, like I'm kind of iffy on it. I mean, the graphics looked amazing. Some of the storylines, I'm just worried about how they're gonna try to incorporate everything that they showed into one big storyline. The biggest issue I had with it is with Kano. is the fact that they're making it seem like he's part of the team that kind of saves the world. Which, if anybody knows with Mortal Kombat lore, he's always been one of the bad guys. I mean, he might not be the bad guy, but he's always been one of the ones that's like on the side or whatever that pops in every once in a while, to fuck things over, fuck things up for everybody. It looks a lot better than the first original two. I'll give them that much. I mean, like the first two Mortal Kombat when they came out. I mean, back then they were great. They looked awesome. Now you try to rewatch them again, and it's just so much bad CGI in it. This time they did a really good job with CGI. Trying to figure out who's who. I mean, unless you keep up with the lore, you're gonna have a little trouble with it. We're having trouble trying to pinpoint Johnny Cage at this moment.
Where are you at, though?
We don't know where the hell he's at. But yeah, I mean, as far as wanting to watch it, I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'm not like 100% hyped for it. I'm like more 85, 90%. But like I said, that's just the nerd in me saying, how are they going to incorporate everything?
100%. David, your thoughts on the Mortal Kombat trailer?
I mean, I enjoyed it. So, yeah. And so yeah. So that's gonna be great. So I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. I mean, we watched the trailer on Twitch already. It starts on my stream. I'll probably rewatch it again. I'll probably post it up a little bit right probably after this podcast. Probably watch it one more time. Overall, it was great. I think earlier this morning I texted the group right instantly, and then I even posted the Randy Marshall like fucking meme or gif where he's just fucking splooged in the fucking ghost in the tent with the ghost. I was like, all right. Like, hopefully you guys, I didn't even know if anyone's seen it yet, right? So I just posted like, hey, you guys need to see the Mortal Kombat video because it came out like maybe 7 minutes before I posted that. So I was like, odds are they probably haven't seen it yet. So,
yeah, I was at work and I instantly was like, Carlos, did you watch these? Like, watch what? I'm like, hold on. And I put it because Carlos is such a big Mortal Kombat fan. And I saw your text. And I was like, this is fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty. It's great, right? So I'm gonna say it's gonna be great overall. Hopefully it's good. I think CGI. I'm hoping it's better. Shit, it's been what 15, 20 years. It better get better. So,
Holy shit.
So hopefully that's great. I remember the Mortal Kombat movies when I was a kid. So I'm hoping it's great now. I just loved the little fight scene that they showed of Sub-Zero and Scorpion. I'm like, because those are like my two favorite. I like how they just gave you a little battle, and then with the blood scene where he fucking freezes his blood and stabs him. That's just like awesome. And I was like, all right, cool. We're just gonna show Sub-Zero just beat the shit out of Scorpion. All right, thanks. I like it. And then they kind of switch over, and he's like, get over here. And I was like, all right, cool. A little weak ass, get over here. But still, I'll take it.
Like, but that was the other issue I had with it.
But if there's like one catchphrase, right? It's get over here from Mortal Kombat. So they had to put that in. It's at least one of them. So they have to put that in the trailer, right?
Yeah, but
everyone kind of knows it.
As far as putting it in, they could have done a better job with it.
Yes, they could have done a better job. 100%. But at least it's in there.
Yeah.
Like BK was mentioning it before the podcast, like if they would have added more treble to it, like more, even a little bit more bass. Like
they're definitely gonna put some bass in it. They're gonna put some fucking emph into that, you know.
Yeah, I hope so, because literally that was the only. Immediately after the trailer, Carlos was like, yep, that's not what I get.
Down, right?
Yeah.
The only thing you talked about after the trailer was like, wait, that was my get over here, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of, right? We know how we talk about the Avengers.
Oh my God, you're getting, yep, that's exactly where I was going.
That's what it reminds me of. He's like, get over here. No, you want, like, you were like that hype for that one moment till he finally says it, and it's just that little,
get over here.
You know, it's the low, you know.
Yep.
But that's 100%. What it reminded me of. So hopefully it's a little bit more infinite.
I hope so. BK, your thoughts on the Mortal Kombat trailer?
It had me jazzed up. I like how it didn't pull any punches like from the get-go with Jax there, like right in the beginning, just like freezing off the arms like completely. I was just like, yes, like it was getting into that gory
rated R.
Really rated R aspect of like Mortal Kombat, which is like great. And then I would still like for them to almost do like, you still need some of like the silly elements too, so I hope they don't lose that. But I like the opening scene. I was just like, all right, sold. And then the way they just cut the trailer, it was super exciting. And I'm in a few other group chats with the guys that, I mean, they're kind of casual video game guys. They're not huge, but they had watched the trailer and they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go watch this."
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that like the trailer did well for bringing in like people not like us,
Right.
essentially, and to get them back into the fold. I think, man, it was. But just WB, they're crushing it here. Like, I mean, like the Snyder Cut trailer, dope. The Godzilla versus Kong trailer, dope. I mean, this Mortal Kombat trailer might have been the best. I don't know. The Snyder Cut trailer was like, I would have me stoked. So they're doing a great job.
They are, and they're gonna provide the content because we're gonna review Justice League Snyder Cut. We're gonna review Godzilla vs Kong. We're gonna review Mortal Kombat. I already told Carlos he's invited to the show. He's coming on for that one. Let's fucking go. Mortal Kombat. The trailer fucking kicked ass. I loved how the fatalities looked like fatalities. That was fucking dope. We haven't gotten a Mortal Kombat movie since 1997, so it's been a long ride, and it finally looks like it's gonna pay off. I love that they went with a cast of people, and like originally when some of the actors and actresses were named, people are like, who? And it's like, but I like that. I like that we don't have a bunch of big name celebrities in this movie. Like, the one is from Superman. That's how, or Supergirl. That's how I knew him. He's from one of those from that show, and he played Jimmy. And like that's cool. And other than that, I don't think I knew a lot of the other people in the movie, and I'm cool with that. Fine with it. That's great. This is, Junior talked about the lore of Mortal Kombat. There is so much to it that if they nail this and they get this movie right, they can do so much more with the Mortal Kombat franchise. So like that would be dope. I know.
Like,
go ahead.
Piggybacking off what you were saying with the actors, like I don't want to sound like too controversial or anything, but like everybody's heard the term of whitewashing in movies, right?
Yep.
Where it's like you get either the white person or somebody from a different ethnicity to play a certain character that's just ethnicity or the race does not match up.
Right.
From what I saw in the trailer, they did not do any of that. So pretty much like with the Mortal Kombat lore, you got characters like Kung Lao, Liu Kang, Raiden. They're of Asian descent, and the actors that are playing them are of, or at least they look like Asian descent. So it matches up,
Which is dope.
I feel like the fact that they're not whitewashing it.
Yeah, we weren't getting ScarJo as Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, I gotcha.
I would like to chime in on that a little bit. Like if you got a name actor, right? Like if you had like, I don't know, I'm just proud of like The Rock played like Scorpion or some shit. You're gonna be like, well, Scorpion's probably going to win majority of his fights because you're not gonna want the main actor to get killed.
Yeah.
So when you have like none of these big name actors, you like, well, then technically they're all kind of, anyone could die, right? You don't know who's gonna win, who's gonna die. So I kind of like that aspect where if you had someone huge, like, I don't know, like Will Smith, big name actors, they could be like, oh, well, fuck. Because in his contract, he's be like, yeah, I'm not going to die. I'll do the movie, but if I don't die, so they'll have stuff like that in their contract. So I think I like this aspect because it's not no big names with it.
100%. I agree. I do too. So I'm really excited for this movie. The trailer was just fucking perfect. It comes out, I believe, April 16th in theaters and on HBO Max. So however you decide to watch it, make sure you check out Mortal Kombat. I also love that Dan said at some point we better fucking get the voice in the sky fatality, and I'm like, bro, if I get a fatality, I'm gonna be pretty hyped. I also just need the song at some point. I don't care how. I don't know who's doing the score, but it just needs to get the. That's all I need. Like, let's fucking do it. I love Mortal Kombat.
I want to listen to the song right now, actually.
Right? I'm gonna send you, Junior, a good version, a remix version of it that I'll let you check out because it's actually really good. I'll put it in the chat. It's very good. It's very, very good. I love Mortal Kombat. Everybody loves Mortal Kombat. Super, super excited for that. Can't wait to watch it. Can't wait to review it. It's going to be great. And if you want to listen to those contents as well as the sports shows, the weebisodes, and everything else in between, make sure you're following the podcast on your podcast platform of choice, such as Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and more. Like, subscribe, review, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. On YouTube, search Amalgamation Nation and hit that sub button. On Twitter and Instagram, it's @AmNationPod. Make sure you hit the follow button on there. The pinned tweet there is our merch link. It's also teespring.com/store/amnation-undead Red Bull. If you miss it there, or you miss it in the podcast description, it's also on David's stream. Oh, dude, I love it. Fuck yeah, dude. Mortal Kombat. Twitch.tv/Undead Red Bull. While you're there, listening to us do our shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays and watching David stream during the week, make sure you sub and follow. It's twitch.tv/Undead Red Bull. And also on the GG app, follow us. It's at AmNation Pod. I fucking am hype. I love the Mortal Kombat song so fucking much.
And avoid copyright, we're gonna stop playing that.
There it is. There it
10 second
is.
clips.
The boom. That's all you gotta do. It's like TikTok.
That's all you
Keep
need.
talking over. It's good.
Exactly. I was like, I gotta keep it going. I can't lose my composure. I gotta keep going. Dan is not here because he's out of town for work. So Junior, take us away with our favorite time of the week, the quote of the week.
Don't count the days. Make the days count. Muhammad Ali.
Very, very nice. As always, everybody, wear your mask, stay safe, stay warm. Also, everywhere in the country, please stay warm. BK, have yourself a great trip up to Maryland. We'll see you all Tuesday. As always, stay breezy.